Hey folks, me again. So very recently, in fact while I was away, a very popular motoring blog website posted something in regards to a white Renault Megane that lost control and hit another car during one of those infamous Sunday runs that we all like to take part in. And there's been a lot of backlash in regards to this, a lot of support as well as a lot of condemnation for both the original post, the OP, as well as supporters and non-supporters of the said website blog. Now, okay, let's get something straight here. When we review a car, alright, I'm speaking as a motoring journalist who has been doing this job for the last 25 years. When we review a car, MPV, SUV, sports car, whatever, we always, well, for me anyway, alright, I always try to review it and impart what it's like for its intended purpose. Now, I'll tell you a funny story. A long time ago, there was this motoring scribe. We'll just call him K for now, okay? Like, Men in Black, there was J, there was K. Let's just call him K for now. Who has since left the trade and migrated. Thank God. sorry, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, K decides that he's gonna do something that no one has ever done before, and that was to take a then new Toyota Camry onto the Sepang racetrack. Let that sink in for a while. Toyota Camry, Sepang racetrack. You sure or not? I mean, come on. There are certain cars that you drive. You would never take cars like that onto a racetrack, and he was so proud of the fact that I am the first. No one has ever done this. Tested a Toyota Camry on a racetrack. And I looked at him and I was like, are you serious? There's a reason why nobody has ever done that before, and that's because a Toyota Camry is not a freaking race car. I mean, simple as that. If it was a GT3 or a 911 Targa or something like that, not even the Targa is more a cruiser. But like I said, 911 GT3, you take it on the racetrack, yes. You want to test it on the racetrack, yes. In fact, the Porsche importer in Malaysia, yeah, SIMW Auto Performance. Wait a minute. Is it SIMW? Yeah, anyway. It's been so long that I have forgotten. So anyway, the official importer of Porsches in Malaysia frequently do test drives on the Sepang racetrack because their cars are made to take it. Their cars are made to take that. So, back to reviewing a car. If I was reviewing a Beza, I would not take it on the Sepang racetrack. I would take it into town and get stuck in as many traffic jams as possible, because that is what you're going to use the car for. If I was testing the said Camry, I would go out of town. I'd hit the highway, see what it's like on the highway, long distance cruiser, Luxo Budge, Japanese Luxo Budge. But yeah, that would be akin to me taking my W126 onto Sepang. I would never take my 126 onto Sepang. That's just crazy. Okay? So back to this Sunday drive that turned nasty. Now, a lot of times these Sunday drives do turn nasty because people are driving above and beyond their limits, trying to keep up with the others who have more experience. Now, this is mostly about ego, okay? It's mostly about ego. You've got a nice hot car. You want to show that you know how to handle this hot car. That is a recipe for disaster. Now, what I would recommend, because getting a driving license is so frightfully easy these days. So easy, okay? It is so easy, a monkey could get a driving license in Malaysia. Really, I shit you not. Because the driving courses, they only teach you how to pass the exam, how to pass the test. Everything you learn about driving, you pick up in the first 6 months of driving. The physical act of driving, yeah? You pick up in the first 6 months of actually driving. After that, it's all repetition. Any good habits, any bad habits you have picked up during that 6 months, they stay with you for life. Holding the steering wheel like this to turn. Okay, if you're going left, you turn holding like this to turn right. That's wrong. But I see so many people still doing it because it's habit. It's all reflex. Like I'm changing gear now. I don't even have to think. Okay, press clutch. Let go accelerator, press clutch. Change into the gear, let go clutch, press accelerator. No, it's all automatic now. Okay, it's all second nature. You're not even thinking about this when you're doing it. So, if you want to learn to be a better driver, okay, attend an advanced driving course. Now, it's not about ego. I would love to attend more courses because I just don't have the time. Because it's never too late to learn. You know, friends like ours, friends of Aurizn, like people like
in 1 kilometer, exit left to exit 2607 SKV.
People like Ivan Pong, they sometimes hold advanced driving courses. Okay, I've attended a few. They're very, very good. Would you believe it if I told you that some people don't even know how to sit properly in a car? Really, no joke. So back to this Sunday drive thing. Accidents will happen, all right? I don't think, I've seen the video, I don't think those cars were racing. Then again, I could be wrong because, you know, there's a very, speed is somewhat distorted when it comes to in-car video recording. Like right now, I'm doing 80 and I'm almost getting passed by this trailer behind me, as you can see. So, yeah. Speed is relative when it comes to
exit
videos,
left to exit
because you can't
2607
really tell.
SKV
I
East
don't
Arjuna
think
Putra.
that white Megane was racing, and I don't think that video should have been posted at all, actually, because whoever posted that video, shame on you. You shouldn't do that. I was recently witness to a unfortunate incident during one of our drives, and I informed everybody, I pleaded with everybody, please don't post this video anywhere on social media, because this is not something you want to brag about. This is not something you want to glorify about or glorify yourself for posting it about. So, you know, don't do stuff like that. So you see what's happened now, the backlash of it? This poor Megane driver, I don't know who he is, I hope you're okay, but he was probably just driving a little bit too fast for that corner, that particular corner. And I've heard those corners aren't the best in the world because they are quite slippery, they're quite dangerous. And this poor guy, so now he's the subject of ridicule, he's the subject of harshness, he's the subject of insults. You know, all those keyboard warriors out there who are all Niki Lauda, who are all Kimi Räikkönen, are saying, oh, you know, you can't even control a car like that, why you want to drive a car like that? Hey, hello, it's none of your fucking business whether he wants to own a car like that or not. I've always said, if you have the means, by all means. And he had the means, so let him own the car he wants. Sorry, did I just drop an F-bomb? I'm sorry, I get carried away, I shouldn't do that. Okay, so anyway, from what I saw in the video, it's just a matter of in too fast, out too slow. It's supposed to be in slow, out fast, but in too fast. The car drifted across the line and it hit another Proton. It hit a Proton. I heard the Proton driver was injured. I hope you are okay as well. But these things happen, okay? These things happen. We are no angels.
In 200 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit on E6 Elite.
The motoring media are not angels. I mean, there have been incidences of media wrecking test cars, but let's not get into that, okay? I've always said,
take the second
if you're
exit
going to review
Elite.
a car, review it for its intended purpose. If it's a truck like this Triton in front of me, try to take it off-road, okay? Don't go speeding on the highway at 160. Yes, we all know the Triton can do 160. I know for a fact the Ranger 3.2 can do 200. 200 in a truck is crazy. See, but that's not what the car was made for. Just because you can do it, just because it can do it, doesn't mean you should, okay? Test it for what it was. Now, there's this common fallacy that motoring media love to trash cars. We don't. Well, I don't anyway. There's no reason to trash a car. Now, I'm not sure if it was Chips or Mel who imparted this to me in a long, long time ago, 25 years ago. There's no reason to trash a car to review it. Okay, why? What's the reason that you need to trash a car? There was this one time during a Proton test drive, a Purdua test drive. It was already said this car has no ABS. But one dungu, one idiot out there had a brain fart thinking that it might have ABS, and so he slammed the brakes, skidded for about, 20-30 meters, and basically just flat spotted and ruined brand new tires. What the F for? You already know. You were already told this car has no ABS. Why you want to go and slam the brakes and lock up the tires, flat spot the tires for the rest of us? I mean, that's just stupid. So I'm not saying we're all angels. There are some fart baskets among us. Really there are.
In 200 meters, stay to the left to E6, USJ,
Stay to the left.
Shala,
Yeah. Waze is telling me how to get home. I just left Teluk Panggil Garang. So anyway,
Stay to the left to E6.
always
USJ,
drive a car within
Kuala
your
Lumpur.
limits. Never drive a car according to somebody else's limits, because you might both be driving the same identical car, okay? But that person in front of you might have more driving experience. That person in front of you might have advanced driver training. And if you don't, and you're trying desperately to keep up, to show that you are as adept or as familiar or as good behind the wheel of your car, which is the same car as his, that is a huge recipe for disaster.
For 9 minutes to exit
and
603C
you know what they say, right? Murphy's Law. If something bad's gonna happen, it will. And at the worst possible time. Okay, so Murphy's Law, I fervently believe in Murphy's Law. Look it up. If you've never heard of Murphy's Law, look it up on Google. There's a lot of stuff to go there, but the most popular one is, if something's going to go wrong, it will, and at the worst possible time. Yes. So that's why I always practice preventive maintenance. And I jumped into this car and drove all the way to Teluk Panglima Garang and came back, and no problem. Well, anyway, I digress. So again, always drive the car within your limits. That's one, yeah? Always drive the car within your limits. During our Evo Aurizn drives, during our Evo Enduro, we never tell people to rush and keep up with us. If not, we're going to get really angry and we shall have harsh words with you. No, never. We always tell them, drive at your own pace. We will wait for you. If there's a major turnoff, we will wait for you, or we will send you the location of where we are on WhatsApp. And then you can just press that and follow ways all the way. So never drive beyond your limits. Never drive beyond the car's limits. Okay, that's another thing. Never drive beyond the car's limits. You would be amazed at how much is required of your car when it comes to hard driving. You would be amazed at the number of components that are in play, trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you on the road, trying to keep you from becoming a crimson stain on the SKVE. Really, there's so much going on under you that you have no idea how much is going on under you. And the only thing that you have to give you any sort of feedback are your tires. And that's why I always said, get the best tires that you can afford, okay? Because that's really important. Sorry, Mr. Whatever you are. Get off the phone and drive, okay? You're doing 60 on a highway! Asshole! Sorry. Was that on camera? My bad. Okay, so anyway, keeping it light, some liberty, okay? Always drive within your limits, always drive within the car's limits, make sure your tires are in good condition, and don't push your luck. I'll give you a biker trick here that I've been using for the longest time. Always leave yourself an out. In biker terms, that means never get into a situation where you are stuck and you are committed without any recourse. Because if anything happens, you are going to crash. So always give yourself an out. Same with cars. Don't drive so close to each other. Don't tailgate. You never know. You can't see in front of the car in front of you. You're tailgating. And a wild animal pulls up in front of the car. You can't see the wild animal, but the car can. He's going to brake. You cannot see that he's braking. Your reaction time, sorry, you're not going to be able to stop in time. There you go. Another drive ending in tears. What for? We're all there just to have a good time. Drive slowly, drive sedately, enjoy the drive. I've said this during my biking videos as well. If you are only concerned about being the fastest out there, whether you're on a bike or a car, if you're only concerned about being the fastest out there, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose the essence of driving. You're gonna lose the essence of what a nice drive is all about. Really, look at this guy. It's raining and he's still enjoying his ride because he's riding within his limits. Okay? Always do that. Ride within your limits. Don't try to be a hero. What's the point? It's better to be safe and sorry than to be fast and dead. Right? I mean, hello. So, not to be too morose, not to be too dark about this. Yes, incidents and accidents are always going to happen. Who knows what happened? Who can say? Alright? But don't ostracize without knowing everything that has truly happened in that situation. Don't be so quick to condemn. You really, whoever wrote that article, he wasn't there. He wasn't in the car. He wasn't even in the car behind. He has no idea what really happened. So don't be so quick to condemn. and say that, you know, all these drivers are just asking to be for death, and you want to kill yourself, go ahead, don't kill others, you know. Don't be so quick to condemn. Nobody knows actually what happened. Maybe there was oil on the road. Who knows? Maybe there was soap and dashboard cleaner on the road. Did you hear about that? Soap and dashboard cleaner being mixed and thrown out the window so that it causes skids that you can't even see. At least oil you can see. There's a black patch coming up. You can see that. You can't see at all. And it's like driving on ice. So we don't know really what happened. Be cool, be calm, drive within your limits, drive within your car's limits. Oh man, biking in the rain. Don't stop under an overpass. Keep going. It's only water, it's not shit. That's what I keep telling everybody when people say, oh, but when you bike and it rains, what happens? You get wet. It's just water. It's not shit. I'm digressing so much. Anyway, I'm very happy to be talking to all of you. Stay tuned for more to come. Just wanted to tell you my opinion about it, just in case you were wondering why I've not said anything about this situation. Yeah, to all my motoring media peers out there, just, you know, you don't have to trash a car when you're reviewing it to be able to get what it was made for, to get what it was built for. And to all the Sunday drivers and car enthusiasts out there, just remember, drive within your limits, drive within the car's limits. Don't try and keep up with people who have more experience than you. Leave your ego at home when you go for a drive. That's all I can say. Leave your ego at home when it comes to a drive, when you go for a drive. Never be ashamed or afraid to ask questions. Ask, learn. That's the only way you're gonna get to become a better driver. That's the only way. Learn, because everything you need to know about the physical act of driving you pick up in the first 6 months. After that, it's all repetition. No joke, really. That's it basically. And be cool, okay? Because the last thing we want is for the authorities to clamp down on all of us and ruin our wonderful drives. That's all I can say. Okay, you all take care. Signing off now. Talk to you all again soon. Bye.